Hello, and welcome to a Holly Jolly episode of Lake Street News. I'm your host, Knox.
And I'm your other host, Saffron. Today we've got stories about a parking lot, Cornell again, and more. This is the last episode of 2024, too.
Ithaca developers are planning to develop a parking lot on Inlet Island. However, the project team risks losing their preferred developer status due to a lack of progress. The developers, Rimland and Flash, proposed a $50 million plan that consists of several apartment buildings, including a low-income apartment complex that would be developed with INHS. The plan also calls for a renovation of the Finger Lakes Boating Center and a new pedestrian bridge across the inlet.
Nels Bone, director of the Ithaca Urban Renewal Agency, said, quote, "The development team is having concerns about the financial feasibility of the project. The project was conceived prior to the pandemic, so there have been construction cost increases, issues with lenders, and the interest rate has gone up," unquote. Bone said that the city would terminate the agreement and allow other developers to bid for the property if the developers didn't bring in something good soon.
Cornell is in trouble yet again, and this time it's facing the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear a case involving the university and its employee retirement plan. The case focuses on the university's alleged violations of the Employee Retirement Income Security Act. The plaintiffs claim that Cornell's retirement fund managers allowed for excessive fees and engaged in prohibited transactions. The court will start to hear arguments on January 22nd and will announce a decision before June.
Ithaca's beloved Jo-Ann Fabrics and Craft Store has announced that they will be closed by January 11th of the new year, coming after Jo-Ann's filed for bankruptcy earlier this year. There are deals of 30 to 60% off most items, but they will not be accepting coupons. The closest remaining stores in the region are in Cortland, Horseheads, or Vestal. Now we're going to interview some students on how they feel about the store closing.
I'm really sad about it, honestly, because there's not many places in Ithaca that you can get fabric, other than So Green, I guess, but it doesn't have that many options, and it's not as accessible.
I'm very sad. Very sad. As a crafty person who enjoys sewing, I am not looking forward to driving so far just for fabric. Gotta go all the way to Horseheads.
You know, Jo-Ann was really it was my happy place, and it's gonna be really tough with it being gone, and I don't know where I'm gonna go to have that same experience. I guess there's Michael's, but like no one wants to go to Michael's. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be tough. We'll get through it.
In other news, Tompkins County has decided to follow through with their plans to build a permanent homeless shelter in Ithaca, with the location set on Cherry Street. County Administrator Lisa Holmes said that the shelter's construction should start in 2027. Some local residents criticized the location of the project, believing that a shelter in a wooded area would be far more beneficial than one within the city. Legislators still remain hopeful that the shelter will help address the many struggles of Ithaca's homeless population.
Now let's talk about some holiday happenings in and around Ithaca. The International Rutabaga Curling Competition will be held on December 21st starting at 11 a.m. The Southside Community Center is hosting a Kwanzaa celebration on December 27th starting at 4:30 p.m. And last but not least, Deep Dive is hosting a 2-day-long New Year's Eve event featuring artists including Heavy Bone, The Vicious Fishes, and DJ Gord, as well as food from Babe's Burgers. The event will start at 5 p.m. on the 31st and end at 2 a.m. on the next day.
Thank you for watching Lake Street News.
And have a great holiday break.
See you next year. Okay, what is the best Christmas song, in your opinion?
I like Carol of the Bells.
I like It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
That is also a good song.
It's so good. It's so good.
I like
It's just the
Christmas
perfect
songs.
song. Yeah.
No, it really is. I mean...